vehicle brands or car brands try to achieve greatness from the beginning. While it is possible, for instance, with the Model T by Henry Ford, which was the beginning of Ford, of course, it is a rare occurrence. Luckily, our generation has been able to watch the development of a car company in creating something that focuses more on energy efficiency and also focuses on battery power over using oil to power vehicles. Hello, my name is Austin Stevens, this is Haley Hennigan, and today we're going to present to you the past, recent past of 2015, the present, and the future on a positive edge of what Tesla is doing and plan to do. We're going to really focus on the sustainability of Tesla and what they're going to work on through the future as well. So the objectives are mainly talking about what happened in 2015, 2016, 2017, as I noted, but we're going to go into a more technological level rather than touch on the financial aspects, although we will have a little bit of data including that. In 2015, the Model 3 and Model S were unveiled. Now, this is the Model S right here, and the Model S per Tesla was very popular in its first quarter, as there were 10,045 deliveries made for the Model S in this quarter, which is a very great number to start on, especially with a company who manufactures all their vehicles and doesn't do it through any dealerships, which is a unique thing about Tesla. In regards to the Model 3, this is a more of a vehicle that really works around the SUV look and is sort of creating that sort of vibe rather than a sedan. Although it does have four doors, it is more of a bulkier shape and is more affordable. But the Model 3 is great because it actually enhances the miles per gallon, miles per gallon, as it does 200 miles per charge, which is a great stat for a SUV, as you can go on multiple trips to, say, a soccer game for your kids or something like that. So the superchargers in 2015 expanded at a large level. Now, giving you a background behind the superchargers, they are the connected stations of Tesla charging stations that are out in public scenes, whether it's in a downtown area, at a sports complex, or anything along that line. Now, this shows here the destination charging locations and superchargers domestically, but internationally it grew to 2,000 charging stations in 2015, which is a great statistic for Tesla, as they are continuing to grow at that point and still are to this day. In addition to this, the summon feature to the Tesla vehicles was a great innovation that they incorporated. Now, what summon is the autopilot tool, and Tesla, from their website, say you can summon your car. Now, this works with whether you're parking in your garage, as it's able to autopilot the vehicle into your garage rather than a parking spot in the public place, and it's able to open the garage, close the garage, and shut itself down. And upon entering a car, as a lot of vehicles are able to do now, in 2015 it was relatively early, but Tesla was able to start the cars from just the press of a button, and you could just go in and you're interactive with it, which was a great feature, especially for the Model S, their most popular vehicle in 2015. And now for 2016, I'm going to hand it off to Haley to tell you about that year in 2017. Haley?
So moving into 2016, they started off the year by getting a report from Motor Trend, which is a company that basically tests vehicles and gives back consumer reports. And they decided that the Model X, which is their SUV type, was the fastest SUV in its breed, going from 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, beating out the BMW X6 and the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. And the Model S was also named the fastest car in production, going from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, beating out other vehicles like Ferrari and Porsche and other luxury car dealers. Later on that year, they also won the Golden Steering Award for the Model X, which is very prestigious and is voted on by a panel of professional sports car drivers and technicians, and it takes them 3 days to decide who is going to be the winner of that award. So that was an amazing feat for them. Later on, they announced their partnership with Panasonic to build these cells that will essentially bring down the cost of the Model 3. They're larger battery cells than in the other models, which means they have to use less cells per car and they hold more energy. So they are going to be allowing Tesla to go the same distance on a smaller amount of charge. Panasonic and Tesla are both equally invested in this program, and the VP of Panasonic has described it as a totally new type of business partnership. So in 2017, to start off the year, CEO Elon Musk announced that his dream car, the Model 3, would be hitting the streets late 2017 to early 2018 for people who bought in the first round of buying. This vehicle also sold 373,000 reservations for their first round of purchasing, which puts them at making 10,000 cars a week, which is incredible, and hopefully they can do it. So they have some pretty big shoes to fill as they're moving into the year. They also are going to be charging for their superchargers that are at public destinations like we've already talked about. They've decided to do this because it will allow them to turn that money around and expand their network. So Tesla owners will get a credit of an amount that they can use at the public charging stations per year, but once they exceed that, they have to start paying to use them, which will also motivate people to get chargers in their own homes and allow people who are going on long road trips to charge along the way without worrying about if they're gonna make it to their destination. So to enter the year, they added Chris Lattner, who was an executive at Apple for 11 years. He is primarily responsible for the creation of Swift, which is the programming language that allows you to build apps. And so he's going to be taking over as VP of Autopilot software for Tesla, and he will be a great asset to their team as they move toward seamless automated driving.
So through this presentation, we hope we've been able to tell you about the effectiveness of 2015 for Tesla, the continuation of success for Tesla in 2016, and the future improvements that are being planned and are also being able to improve on in the future, whether it's through the acquisition of people on their team or something more of that sense. Thank you guys for your time. We hope you have really broadened your perspective on Tesla. And do you guys have any questions?